What's up, homestead homies? It's Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and I'm Doug. And today we're going to be talking about homestead transportation. Alright guys, in this episode of our video, we're going to kind of feed off of the prepper versus homesteader video that we did a little bit ago, and that's going around right now as like a chain video with several of your favorite YouTubers. And what we're going to talk about is the viability of this transportation right behind me that basically nobody on YouTube has. Alright, because I think I'm way like out there when it comes to my thinking. Alright, so I just want to share with you guys my thinking on this, and then as you're watching other homestead channels or you're thinking about prepping for yourself, maybe you'll find a way to implement this kind of transportation into your preps or homesteading life. For homesteading life, to me it's the best transportation. The pace of the horse, the clickety-clock of the feet, the quietness and the solitude of when you're riding. You know, I used to ride a Harley. I've ridden a Harley coast to coast, right? North and South Canada to Keys, Florida, all the way from Boston to California, and that is a great experience, right? But when you slow that down and take the noise away and ride your horse and buggy around town, I can just tell you it's a totally different feeling, right? And it's just something to, you know, piece of yourself, right? So, but what this video is about is I'm going to show you my two modes of transportation. If the grid goes down, there's no gas available, whatever happens, we're not going to be affected. We're still going to be able to go visit our neighbors that live kind of far away from us, you know, 10, 15 miles away, 20 miles away. And we're going to be able to barter with them and visit and then come back home. Now, if you live in a very suburban area, obviously this probably won't work for you because you'll have to stall a horse and you'll have to have room to store your buggy, and then you'll have to have room to get around. And let's say it's a SHTF situation, then you're not going to be able to probably transport around anyways. They're going to have roads blocked and everything else, so you're going to be on foot a lot. So one thing I want to mention about this feeding off of the prepper versus homesteader thing is people think about bugging out, they think about their backpack, they think about a lot of walking. I'm just telling you, like, your vehicles are not going to be, if an EMP goes off, your vehicle's toast anyway for the most of you. And also there will be no gas to put in there. So even if you have some gas reserves, it's going to go out. Even if you have some gas in your car, it's going to go out. So then you have no transportation. Oh, but I can make biofuel and all this. If the grid goes down and it's an SHTF situation, the last thing on your mind is going to be grinding corn or sorghum or anything like that down into a valuable source of fuel. Okay, you're going to be thinking about security. You're going to be thinking about day-to-day sustainability living. You're going to have a lot of other stuff on your plate, the stress of it all, and that's going to be way off your list. Okay, so this is a totally easygoing way to transport yourself around. And for most of you people with homesteads, 1 acre, 5 acres, 10 acres, 20 acres, it is nothing for you to throw a couple horses or a horse on there and have one of these types of transportation on standby and learn how to use them right now, and use them often actually, because you'll enjoy it, and then you'll have a way to get around. We have one buggy horse. We had a team of Belgians. I'll link the video here. And we used to plow the land with them and pull logs out of the woods back here with them, but I couldn't use them enough, so I had to move them out, right? Because they were eating a lot, and there was, you know, they're not a lot of maintenance, but they eat a lot. So during the winter, we have snow in our area. We're in the Midwest, and feeding them takes a lot because each one of them weigh over a ton. So now we just have a buggy horse that can pull these, and we have a saddle horse. So if we were having to do some kind of transportation like that, both of us could ride on either one of these transportations behind me, or we can break down and have one person on the buggy and one person on the saddle horse, or we can use the saddle horse for quick jaunts in and out. So I just want to get you guys thinking outside the box. And yeah, for most of you people, probably you won't do this, but for some of you it might spark a little something and get you thinking and maybe get you in the right direction. Okay, so let's go take a look at the transportation behind me, and we'll go over some of the features and benefits. Okay, now first up, for you old timers, look at this, and what does it look like? And you can have any color you want as long as it's black. This is basically kind of like the model that they got the Model T after. If you look at the construction of this buggy, this is how it would have been, you know, even back in the day, because this is like a utility vehicle, right? In the back, I'm going to show you, I'm going to get you up closer, but I'm just kind of talking about it right now. But in the back, right here, is like a truck bed. And I'll show you how all that functions and how versatile it is. And then inside here is the cabin. Now this is what we label kind of like our winter buggy, okay? Or bad weather buggy if it's raining outside or if it's cool. So we use this buggy here. All of the windows you see here, this window, the side door, everything else, I'm going to show you how that operates, but it can be rolled up, okay? Actually, the front window, I had that added on so we could ride it in inclement weather, okay? And what I'm going to do too later on is I'll be posting videos of me actually riding the buggies. I've been doing it, but I haven't, you know, I got to set up the shot, go back, blah, blah, blah. So, but I'm going to do it for you guys because I think you'll be interested in how all this goes down. So right here in the front, you can see there's a mud flap right there. And that mud flap right there is protecting a gear, okay? And so you put that on there so the road wash and gravel and stuff doesn't get up in there, and it gives you longer life out of the front. I'm going to take you guys over right now. We're going to kind of go through some of the stuff. I'm going to show you how this window rolls up real quick right now, and then we'll kind of poke around inside of it and around it. There's not much to it, but I want to show you guys how everything goes down. Okay, so these windows, or these doors, this is how you get in. They're just on these tabs here, and you just pull them up like this, and then you just roll them up. Now, when you're inside the buggy, you can also put on the backs of these, at every tab, there's a place to slip your fingers in and to pull them closed. So when you're inside, you can pull them closed if you're having inclement weather, rain or anything like that. And then these straps right here just hold the doors open, and that's how that works, okay? And the other side does the same, and then this front window is the same. It rolls up and then connects up to the top. All right, now I'll bring you guys over and kind of show you inside. Also right here is the place to put your foot. So you put your foot right there, and then you're up and in the buggy no time at all. It's really easy. Okay, now we'll walk around the exterior a little bit, and I'll give you guys a better idea of how everything is going to function. Alright, so this is a little close-up view of the interior. You got a nice cushioned seat, you got the rear window, side windows for the kids to look out, or you, and then you have your front window, and then we even have rear view mirrors on ours. So it's very, you know, versatile, easy to go. It's all upholstered, so it does retain the heat good in the wintertime. Here's the step I was telling you about. You just step right on there and you get in. And then this is a roller, okay? So this is when you make the really sharp turns. This wheel is going to rub up against the body of the vehicle if you don't have these on. This just spins and allows the wheel to keep turning to get you out of a tight turn, because sometimes you take tight turns. As you can see, has the same kind of suspension as a truck, you know, especially like an old Model T. All that's good. And then in the back here, this actually slides up. This part right here slides up and out. And then here you have a little trap door. I'm one-handed, so I'm just going to try to show you this best I can. Here's a little trap door where you can put your stuff in there if you don't have to take the whole back off. Very versatile. And then all those sides come off, okay? And then this unscrews, and this allows you to slide the tailgate up and down. Now, on this on this buggy here, you can get the wooden wheels. We had the wooden wheels at first. Okay, I'm going to show you something right now. Wooden wheels shrink and expand with the heat and moisture, okay? So they require maintenance. So what we did was we swapped out our wood wheels for fiberglass wheels, okay? So there's zero maintenance. This is a grease hub right here. Oh, maybe once every 2 years, or I don't know, who knows when, you have to add a little grease in there, but it's pretty much hardly ever. It's totally self-contained. so you don't have to replace it a lot. This is the mud flap I was telling you about, and I'll show you here what it's protecting. Basically, it's just keeping the grime off of this. I don't know the terminology that good, but that right there allows the buggy to turn. The tree here, this is called a tree, to turn, and if it gets a lot of grime in there, it could cause a failure. So you keep that on there to help it maintain ease of use. Okay, so that's our winter car, transportation, whatever you want to call it, our bad weather vehicle. Now we're going to move over here to this one. This is our two-wheeler. This is basically summer cart, spring cart, good weather cart. It's pretty simple too. Again, we have the fiberglass wheels, and you can also, if you wanted to, you could build a box on this, because this is where you sit. So if you could build a box here and put a window on it, you could use this during the winter. Many of the Amish do, especially the young fellas. And then this area here, of course, is where your horse will be and hooked up. Maybe I'll do a video showing you guys. I have a couple of videos that I've already done about it, but I'll maybe do another one and give you guys an overview of it again. But this is just a pretty simple cart. Another reason why you have this cart is it's a little bit lighter, so it's a little bit easier on the horse to carry you around. Okay, now this, you get in from the back. Okay, there's a little footstep right there, and then you hop right up and you get in, and then you put your backrest up like this, and then you're sitting there. Okay, now also what this has, because again these are made for, you know, going about town and doing your business, it has a little storage container here, so you can do your shopping, go to the store, go to your friend's house, do your bartering. Nice little box there for storage. You can put plenty good stuff in there. And there you go. And then you always have your reflectors on the back. You want to be visible, especially when the grid is up, because everybody's driving around and doing their thing. So if you guys got any questions about the off-grid homestead rides, then just leave them in the comments, and we'll try to answer them the best we can. I just love them. I mean, they're just a great resource, and they're totally sustainable, right? Once I purchase them one time, there's nothing else I need to do to them. They're totally, basically maintenance free. All right, guys, so that was a tour of my homestead rides, our homestead transportation, or whatever you want to call it. These two things right here are super valuable for us. And maybe we'll do another video where we're talking about the horses that we use. We have a standard bred horse, which is known to be a buggy horse. And we also have a saddle horse named Sadie. And we'll go over those in another video. But I wanted to show you guys this. I wanted to get your mind thinking outside the box. A lot of people said in our prepper versus homesteader video that we said some things that really kind of got them thinking. And that's one of the purposes. I mean, we like to shuck and jive with you guys, and we like to make jokes and teach you guys about your food and your health and homesteading and stuff like that. But we also want to kind of jolt you a little bit, just to get you thinking, right? Because just because you think it's one way or it's this way that you do it doesn't mean that it's the most efficient way or it's the best way. So we're always trying to, and for us too, we're always looking. You guys seen us make adjustments. We went from plowing the garden to raised beds and back to Eden, because you guys were saying that the way we were doing it was a little antiquated, a little out of date, and that since we have new science and better understanding, you know, this would be a better way to go. And you know, we made the transition, so we're not stuck in anything that we believe or that we do. And we're hoping that you guys are not stuck in the things that you believe or that you do. Okay, and that's why we're here. We want to challenge you guys, just like we were challenged. And then if it makes sense and you think about it and you do your research, then you make the move, and then it's for your good, right? That's what we're here for. So if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. We'll be glad to answer them. I'll do the best that I can. You guys are starting to outnumber me pretty good now. So if I don't hit your question, don't feel like I'm ignoring you or anything. Just send us a private email or a private message, and we'll do our best to get to it, okay? So this is Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, showing you my whips, and hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you guys on the next one.